We are about to break through the veil that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. There exists a level of understanding, known only to the highest few, that allows you to shift reality itself. This is not mere theory or philosophy. It is about fundamentally altering how the universe responds to you. You have been living under a set of rules designed to keep you in line with the rest of the world. But the top 1%, those who hold the 33rd degree knowledge, know the truth. Those rules are malleable. Reality, as you've known it, is far more flexible than you think. The first key to bending reality is recognizing the immense power stored in your perception. Most people believe they are experiencing the world objectively. They wake up, go through their day, and assume everything they see and feel is just how things are. But perception is not passive. It is an active process that filters and shapes every experience. The reality you experience isn't fixed. It is constantly being molded by how your mind interprets it. This understanding is the beginning of unlocking 33rd degree knowledge. What do you understand by 33 degree knowledge? The concept of 33 degree knowledge is a fascinating blend of history, symbolism, and spirituality. To truly understand its depth, we must first explore its origins and the various contexts in which it is discussed. This journey will take us through the rituals of Freemasonry, the symbolic power of numbers, and the esoteric interpretations that resonate with seekers of truth. The idea of 33 degree knowledge finds its roots in Freemasonry, one of the world's oldest and most enigmatic fraternal organizations. Freemasonry, with its history dating back to medieval stonemasons' guilds, evolved into a philosophical society focused on moral development and enlightenment. Within its structure, degrees symbolize levels of knowledge and spiritual growth. The 33rd degree specifically belongs to the Scottish Rite, a branch of Freemasonry that offers an expanded set of degrees beyond the foundational 3, entered apprentice, fellowcraft, and master mason. While the journey to becoming a master mason involves rigorous moral and symbolic lessons, the Scottish Rite adds depth, incorporating themes of wisdom, service, and the pursuit of universal truths. Reaching the 33rd degree, however, is not a matter of study alone. Unlike the lower degrees, it is an honorary distinction conferred upon those who have demonstrated extraordinary dedication to the principles of Freemasonry, contributed significantly to society, or exhibited remarkable moral character. It is a recognition, not a rank to be sought. Those who attain it are referred to as Sovereign Grand Inspectors General, symbolizing their role as exemplars of enlightenment and service.
Numbers have always held a special place in human thought, often seen as carriers of hidden meanings and universal truths. The number 33 is no exception. Across cultures and spiritual traditions, it is imbued with profound significance. Numerologically, 33 is considered a master number, a term used to describe numbers that carry an amplified spiritual vibration. It is associated with altruism, creativity, and the elevation of humanity. People who resonate with the energy of 33 are often seen as visionaries or healers, individuals who bring light into the world. In Christian mysticism, the number 33 takes on a sacred dimension, as it is traditionally believed to be the age of Jesus Christ at the time of his crucifixion. This connection imbues it with themes of sacrifice, redemption, and ultimate enlightenment. To Christians, the number symbolizes the pinnacle of spiritual maturity and the transformation of suffering into divine glory. From an esoteric perspective, the number 33 is linked to the human spine, which comprises 33 vertebrae. Many spiritual traditions, including yoga and mysticism, interpret this as a representation of the ascent of spiritual energy through the body. In Kundalini Yoga, for instance, this energy is visualized as a coiled serpent rising from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, bringing enlightenment. The journey to enlightenment. When discussing the 33 degree knowledge, one must also delve into the broader spiritual implications of the phrase. It is not merely about attaining a title or a degree within an organization. It is a metaphor for the journey toward enlightenment, a quest that transcends any single tradition or system. To a seeker of truth, the journey begins with questions. Who am I? What is the nature of existence? These questions lead one down paths of study, contemplation, and often profound inner struggle. The 33rd degree can be seen as the culmination of this journey, a point where the individual no longer seeks knowledge for personal gain, but becomes a beacon of wisdom and service to others. This is why the 33rd degree is not conferred lightly in Freemasonry. It is a recognition of the individual's transformation, of their ability to embody the ideals of wisdom, strength, and beauty. But beyond the ceremonial aspect, it reflects a universal truth. True enlightenment is not achieved through titles or accolades, but through the consistent application of knowledge and service to humanity. Outside of Freemasonry, the 33-degree knowledge carries broader mystical connotations. Some interpret it as access to a higher dimension of understanding, a state of consciousness where one perceives the interconnectedness of all things. In some esoteric traditions, this knowledge is said to be guarded, accessible only to those who are deemed ready by the universe itself. It is not about secrecy for the sake of exclusivity, but about ensuring that such profound wisdom is handled responsibly. After all, knowledge without wisdom can be dangerous. This idea resonates with the teachings of various mystical schools, such as the Kabbalah in Judaism, Sufism in Islam, and the Vedantic traditions of Hinduism. All of these systems emphasize the importance of preparation, humility, and discipline in the pursuit of higher knowledge. In modern times, the concept of the 33rd degree has also become the subject of much speculation and conspiracy theory. Some believe it represents access to hidden knowledge, secrets about the workings of the universe, advanced technology, or even communication with higher beings. These theories, while captivating, often lack substantial evidence and diverge from the principles of Freemasonry, which focuses on moral development in the betterment of society. However, the persistence of these theories highlights an important aspect of human nature: our fascination with the unknown. The idea of 33-degree knowledge captures the imagination because it symbolizes a level of understanding that seems just beyond reach, a treasure that calls to the adventurer within us all. The top 1% see the world through a vastly different lens than the average person. They don't just see what is in front of them, they see possibilities, probabilities, and potential outcomes all at once. They don't react to the world, they shape it. This is the first layer of bending reality. You are not responding to a world that's already been created. You are creating it as you go. Every thought, belief, and assumption you hold is a building block of the reality you live in. To begin bending reality, stop thinking of your mind as a receiver of information and start seeing it as a projector. Your thoughts are not just internal dialogues, they are blueprints. Every consistent thought you hold gets projected onto the screen of reality. If you think in terms of scarcity, you experience scarcity. If you think in terms of abundance, your reality shifts to match that frequency. The top 1% understand that reality bends to the most persistent and dominant thoughts in their minds. Beliefs are the foundation upon which your perception operates. While most people think beliefs are reactions to the world, they are actually the architects of the world you see. Change your beliefs, and the world around you changes. The top 1% don't just believe in what's possible, they believe in the impossible. They understand that the limits most people accept are self-imposed. They believe they can achieve what others deem unrealistic, and because of this belief, they do. Challenges are not external obstacles. They are reflections of internal limitations. When you shift internally, the external obstacle dissolves. The top 1% know that every problem is a signal pointing to a belief that needs to be upgraded or discarded. They treat their belief system like constantly evolving software, sharpening and refining it over time. Identity plays a critical role in shaping reality. Who you believe you are creates the boundaries of what's possible for you. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, that will be your reality. But if you see yourself as someone who creates and bends reality to your will, that is exactly what will happen. Identity is not static, it is fluid. The top 1% masterfully shift their identities to match the reality they want to create. They don't wait for external proof before believing in their new identity. They step into it first and the external reality follows. Time, as most people perceive it, is linear. However, the 33rd degree knowledge reveals that time is flexible. It responds to the energy you bring to it. In the quantum field, there is no distinction between past, present, and future. Everything exists in a state of potential. The top 1% collapse time by aligning their energy with the version of the future they want to experience. They act as if that future is already real, vibrating at the frequency of that reality. The universe has no choice but to deliver. Most people live in a time lag, focusing on the gap between where they are and where they want to be. This approach only reinforces the gap. In contrast, the top 1% embody their future selves in the present moment, walking, talking, and making decisions as though their goals are already achieved. They don't wait for the right moment. They create it. Action is the bridge between the present and the future. The top 1% take aligned action, infused with certainty and trust, knowing their desired reality is already on its way. They don't act from fear or desperation, which creates resistance. Instead, they move through time with ease, bending it to their will. The relationship between the individual and the universe is the final key to bending reality. The top 1% understand they are not isolated beings trying to force their way through life. They are connected to a larger, more powerful force, the universe, infinite intelligence, or whatever you choose to call it. This force is always working with you, provided you align with its principles. The universe communicates through synchronicities, patterns, and intuitive nudges. The top 1% have developed heightened sensitivity to these signals. They don't dismiss coincidences as random events, but recognize them as guidance toward their desired reality. By aligning with the principles of the universe, they stop pushing against reality and start co-creating with it. The essence of the 33rd degree knowledge is not about conquering reality, but flowing with it. Force creates resistance. True mastery comes from letting go of control and co-creating with infinite intelligence. The universe responds to alignment, not wishful thinking. Alignment is the state where your thoughts, emotions, and actions synchronize with the reality you want to create. The top 1% embody their desires, acting from a space of confidence and certainty. They trust the process, knowing that when they align internally, the external world will follow. The universe mirrors the energy you project. If you emit doubt or fear, that's what you'll experience. But if you emit confidence and abundance, those experiences manifest around you. Finally, the key to bending reality lies in surrender. Not giving up, but letting go of the need to control every detail. Surrendering means trusting that the universe is working in your favor. True strength lies in letting go and co-creating with the infinite intelligence that governs all things. When you align your energy, beliefs, and identity with the universal flow, reality bends to your will.